Do people consider you a bad boy? I wouldn't say that. I'm not sure what people consider me. I think people's opinion of me is kind of all over the place. You know, they're not really sure. And I don't blame them. I'm a private person. So, I don't know. Let them think what they think. If you don't know me, then you don't know me. Oh well. But I try to get to know you guys here on the live. I know. Well, because I'm chilling outside, not doing what TikTok thinks I'm doing. Definitely not doing that. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna do it. TikTok. You're what you call a free bird, I guess. I'm a whole ass person, but sure. I guess I'm a bird. I don't know. Don't put me in a box. Hi from Oregon. Hello. Hi from Cape Town. Hello, everyone. You have some sun. Yeah, we have sun. It's a bit cloudy today in Beverly Hills. It's like cloudy and it's cold. Like it's cold for LA. It shouldn't be this cold. It's annoying actually that it's so cold in LA. But you know, I mean it's 55 degrees. For some of you guys are like, what the hell? 55, that's warm. No, for LA, trust me, it's cold. It's a desert climate anyways, you know, so dry, the dryness of the air, the lack of moisture in the air makes it like, it feels different than other places, you know. It's a desert. It's cold, it's cold. It's hot, it's hot. Not Miami hot, but it's hot. Hello. It's like 70 in Miami. Yeah, I'm going to be in Miami like half the year this year. According to the IRS. No, I'll be there. We're looking at places. We're kind of in a bidding war with one place, which we might lose, which is annoying. But I'll have places. I'm going to be in both LA and Miami. I have places here in Beverly Hills and Hollywood. I also am getting a place on South Beach in Miami, and then a penthouse as well in South Beach, Miami. Not far from each other, so as long as it works out, we should be good. I'll be bi-coastal soon. Hello. What's up, Andres? Good to see you. Nice. LOL. I miss California weather. Yeah. Aren't we all, Tatiana? Aren't we all? Hello, everyone. Harsh truths about dating. Talk to me. What's going on with your dating life? I don't know what it is, but I find the most interesting conversations are the ones about relationships between men and women. It's so fucking fascinating. Like, guys are easy. You just talk about, like, as men, just talk about things, money, fucking stuff. It's so sick, bro. Guys are easy. I like those conversations too. You know, I'm a guy. I like that stuff. But the girls, that's interesting conversation for men. But with women, as a man, you don't talk about that kind of stuff, or you shouldn't. If you do, you sound like a fucking dork, trying too hard. For women, you want to talk about conspiracies, magic, aliens, astrology, you know, where the hands of fate are taking you. I don't know, whatever the fuck. Mystical, mysterious things, you see. It's different. I like both. Oftentimes men, though, they'll like talk to women as if they're men, you know, especially on first dates. Talk about all their stuff and the sick deals they made and like how things are going at work or business or whatever the fuck. And then girls have to like feign interest because it's a first date, you know. It's first date. So like girls are like, oh yeah, it sounds good. Oh, they don't really care about that stuff, you know. And so that's where people are doing it wrong. So oftentimes first dates are just kind of. But I will say that sort of thing permeates the whole relationship, you know. So what my suggestion to guys is just don't talk about that shit to women. Just talk about what I just said instead. And only talk to women about that mystery stuff, interesting, deep stuff, And then save the superficial talk about money, hoes, and rims with your boys. Keep it separate. I know you're a man, you want to talk about that shit, but talk about it to your boys. And talk about murder mysteries with women. They love that shit. It's interesting too, but it's just different, Know your audience. That's the key takeaway. Boys and girls, know your audience. You'll do way better on first dates. Trust me. True. Where's that jacket from? This is just like I wore this to the gym. Because it's cold today. I think it's... Oh, you can fucking see it. I didn't even notice that. It says Burberry. Okay. It's just a sweatshirt. A light sports jacket. Okay. How the course is doing? Course is doing great. It's one of many things. Life moves on. But I gotta restart because TikTok seems to have busted me. So I gotta restart this thing. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Let me redo this. I gotta restart TikTok. They don't like when I smoke. I don't blame them. Let's try again. Okay. What's up, guys? Oh, what's up, Brittany? It's probably just an air sign. Yeah, I'm a Libra. Tips on picking up guys. I'll answer that. As soon as let me turn back on TikTok, I'll give you the answer. I'll give you the answer for that one. I'll tell you what you shouldn't do. We can start with that. When it comes to picking up guys as a woman, what you shouldn't do is just sit at home and then hope for some guy to land in your lap. You're not fucking Rapunzel, okay? So you got to put yourself out there. That's important. Got to put yourself out there. Now that could mean you use dating apps and social media, whatever. That could mean that, but it also means just have a healthy getting out of the house routine. You see, something that takes you out and puts you out into the world, because it would just help you to develop your social skills, you're having good banter, things like that. Because at the end of the day, if you don't use it, you lose it, and you'll get kind of dull. Your social skills will become dull over time. So you really want to, as a woman, if you're out there trying to pick up dudes or whatever, you got to be able to have a bit of playful banter. Position yourself well. Go to the places where you believe in your city. High quality men congregate, yeah, and then put yourself in a position where they can open you, because you got to let them lead, right? Men are stupid. You gotta put yourself in a position so that they'll think that they're the man, but you really did it. That's the thing about men, fucking idiots. But all you have to do really as a woman is just put yourself in the position to be talked to, and then have good banter. The rest will kind of just naturally fall into place, okay? So the answer first is put yourself out there. You're not fucking Rapunzel. Once you're out there, position yourself in a way where it's easy for the men to come and talk to you. It's not hard to get to you. You're not at the back of the table kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then have good banter after they approach you. Bust their balls a little bit. Not too much. Men have egos. But a little bit. And then you're set. You're set, sis. Hope that helps. Green screen. Chester Cap joins my life every day. Sees my house where I live. I pan around every day. And comes in here and types in all caps, green screen, every day. And he or she, I don't know who the fuck Chester Cat is, hasn't learned their lesson yet. But it's okay. Keep on keeping on, Chester. I love to see it. What's up, Instagram and TikTok? Hello. Heard this guy talk for half a second. Already know he's scamming somehow. What? I was just giving women advice on how to meet guys. What are you talking about? Oh, God, the people on my shit. What's up, Beth? Hello. Hi, guys. Hello from Canada. Hello from Canada. I'm in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, California. Coming to you. Talking about some harsh truths about dating between men and women. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm a Libra or something. I'm not really sure I'm on board with that yet. But I really like talking about the relationship between men and women. Men and women both. It's fun. It's just that men and women are just different. You know, what we think about, what we talk about are different. And so I, try to help the guys out if we can. Talk about what they should talk about with women. What they shouldn't. And try to help women, maybe understand men a little bit more, if I can help it. I'm a Libra too. Hi. I'm getting a woman from Europe. Yeah, you might not go wrong with that, actually. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm like squinting to read? I got the big screen now. I forgot. You can do that on TikTok now. Okay, let me zoom to the bottom here. I want a Libra man. Do you? Never. Libra here too. The most seductive and romantic. Yeah, it's superficial too. You shallow bitch. I'm just kidding. Have you read Bell Hooks? Men love her books. No, I haven't. Hello, guys. Capricorn. Okay. So we're talking about what men should be talking to women about. So I'm going to recap here. So men like to talk about things, money, hose, and rims, that kind of thing, to each other. Amongst the men, you guys talk about that. Business deals, what you're doing, the sick moves you're making at work or in your business, plays you're making, money you're making. That's dope. And I like that talk. That's me too. I like that. Cars you're going to buy, houses you're going to get, da-da-da-da-da. That's all sick. But it works really well for men. But it doesn't really work for women. Because when you have that conversation with a woman, or you're not really having a conversation anyways, are you? You're just sort of bragging to a woman. That's what it comes across as, at least. And so as a man sitting here talking to a woman and saying, oh yeah, I made this much money, I'm buying this, I'm getting a boat, I'm getting a super Ferrari super fast, da-da-da-da-da. Like, to a woman, they're just like rolling their fucking eyes because it's like, you just sound like you're bragging. And here's the other thing. For like hot women, like they already know, like the guys that they're dating anyways just already have money. So you don't really need to sell them on it. You just should have it, So you don't, like, who are you selling it to? So my point is that works really well amongst your boys, but with women you want to talk to them about different stuff. Like mysteries, magic, space, aliens, conspiracies, astrology, like that shit. The mystical, mysterious stuff. Murder mysteries, women love that shit. And that's fun too. It's cool to talk about that stuff too, but just my point is a lot of guys are out here talking to women like they're men. And they're doing it wrong. You should talk to women like they're women and not talk to them like they're one of your boys, because you just sound like an idiot who's bragging. Incorrect. Instead, talk to women about the mystical, the mysterious, the unknown. That's fun. It's exciting. Way better. Politics, yeah. Talk to women about politics. Yeah, don't fucking talk to women about politics either. God, end up in a heated debate. Imagine that. Your first date talking to women about politics. Jesus. I just did, Kay. I just explained it. I was on a date with an engineer, and he kept talking about his software, and I was like, what the F? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So a man sitting there talking to you about his work, what he's doing in his business, what he's like, the moves he's making with his career, how much money he's going to make, whatever. All that shit is dull to women. Don't talk about that to women ever. It's lame. It's dope to your boys. Talk to your boys about it. You should talk to your boys about it. There's a bit of competition in there. You guys can talk about your money moves, the things you're making. If you guys are all kind of comparable in the level, then that's cool. That's dope. You should talk to your boys about that. Don't really talk to women about that. They don't care about that stuff. Talk to them about, fucking magic, man. Talk about how you think the pyramids were made. Talk to them about aliens, maybe. The mystical, murder mysteries. That's cool. Women like that shit. And I like that stuff too. Men like that stuff too. You know, just know your audience. The key takeaway here is know your audience. Are you Justin Hartley's brother? No. Everybody asks me that all the time. Yay, I like that. Hello from Texas. Hello. That's the answer. Talk about the intriguing, mysterious stuff. Talk about magic. Anything that's just mystical, mysterious. That's good enough. And you should, you know, most people are interested in that kind of stuff. The conspiracies, women love conspiracies. Talk to them about that. You guys love them too, you know. So just save the money, hose, and rims talk with your boys, and talk about the nature of the universe with women. They like that stuff. Just join. Like your honesty. Major turnoff for me. Bashing the ex. Yeah, exactly. Well, okay. Love your lives. Great sense of humor. Thanks, Care Bear. The views are lovely. Thank you. Yes, please. Big brain stuff. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say big brain stuff. Here's the thing about like mysteries and magic and all that stuff is like you'll if you go deep enough into this stuff, like the mysteriousness stuff or the, I don't know, ancient aliens or like fucking abductions and like all that, it's interesting. But if you go too far down that rabbit hole, you'll literally lose your mind. Let's say let's say you discovered the truth of whatever the fuck conspiracy you're at the bottom of. Nobody's gonna believe you, man. And then what? You're just gonna get mad that nobody's believing you, and you shouldn't be taking that energy to a first date. And if you do really know something, like really factually know it, you witnessed it with your own fucking eyes, you're just gonna end up crazy. You're gonna end up with a tin hat on. Nobody's gonna believe you. You're gonna be an absolute social pariah. You'll be ostracized from the pack, left to die in the wilderness. God, could you imagine? So it's not big brain stuff. It's surface level, but the topics are different. Aleister Crowley. Yeah. You're gonna end up like in a fucking loony bin like Aleister Crowley did too. Yeah, of course. What are you up to today? Talking to you for a little while. Got a little time on my hands. Lost my husband 3 years ago. He was a Libra. Funny, he liked that topic too. Yeah, I think everybody does, you know. People like to know the unknown, you know, stuff like that is interesting. God, what the hell did I smear on my watch? People like that stuff, it's interesting. We want to know who you would date. Who I would date. Well, I would date a woman who's strikingly beautiful. You know? Like, she walks in the room and everybody's like, holy fuck. And like is embarrassed a little bit about their wives. That, I want a girl like that. At least to start needs to look like that. Then after that, she needs to be fucking smart. Like, cause I've dated some pretty girls that are just, they're pretty and they're there, but you can't like bounce anything off of them, you know. You can't be like, man, I got to deal with this thing. I'm not sure which way to approach it. They don't add a new perspective, you know. Yeah, it's fun though. I'll date those girls for probably too fucking long, but they got to be smart too. Smart too, you know. Both. Most attractive people lack depth, to be honest. I don't think so. You just haven't met them. You just haven't met a whole lot of attractive people. There's a lot of attractive people that are smart as a whip, clever, capable. I'm just saying there are types that I've dated that aren't that. Most I've met, yeah, fair enough. Are you a Libra? Yes. But also EQ is just as important as IQ. Well, probably in my case, probably more important. I have a problem with being like way too analytical and not enough without enough empathy. Almost, that's kind of a problem for me. I'm a STEM student. I have a degree in physics and mathematics. I'm very focused on analytical machine making, and oftentimes can forget or neglect how people feel about things. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. I also would need a woman that is emotionally intelligent enough to give me that perspective too. You're right. You're right. But again, intelligent and capable, you know. Hi from New Jersey. Hello. Empathy is important. I agree. Yes. Sure. I think I'm attractive and very intelligent, but I think I'm too old for you. You're probably right. Do you have emotional intelligence? Do you have emotional intelligence? If I think about it, sure. But oftentimes I'm sort of like just in a matter like and I think this is across the board for most men. Men are just like practical by nature. They just want to solve problems. Problem solution. Let's fix it. Let's fix it right now. That's how men are in general. I think I'm more that than most people. But you kind of have to be if you want to be effective in the world. So what happens is it becomes like a habit. Anytime there's a problem, it's like solution. Whatever the fuck it is. You don't really take the time to like empathize, you know? Why don't guys ever make the effort to message first on apps? Because you're not pretty enough. If you're prettier, they'd message you fast as fuck. Right away. You're just one of the many that they match with. Would way rather watch over here than TikTok. Fine. I like a man who knows how to push me. I like a man who knows how to push me against the elevator wall. I like no consent relationship. Well, that's a dangerous world we live in today. I don't know if people will openly admit that sort of thing. Okay. Hello. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone. Harsh truths about dating. It's tough out here. In general. Come here, boy. Oh, it's my boy Max. He's the second best dressed man in Hollywood. He wears a tie like me. Handsome boy all around. He needs to get a job. He hasn't paid rent ever. You're the king, bro. Thank you, I guess. Oh, he's cute. Yeah, I like him. He means well. You have a beautiful dog. Yeah, I like him. He's a handsome boy. He's handsome. You're looking at the screen like you can read. You reading that? Is he actually reading? No. No way, right? You reading? Who taught you how to read? You better not be playing in your escape. Ha! That's my boy. Have you ever considered lip filler? As a man? No, I'm good. Not my thing. More power to you if it's yours, though. Hey, handsome. Hi, from the UK. Hello. I'm not sure why I tend to call all dogs puppy. Yeah, he's a little puppy. He's 8, though, so he's not really a puppy. You're getting old, Max. Fuck. We both are. Ugh. Okay. Hello from British Columbia. Hello. Do you work in sales? No. You look a little like Luke Bryan, the country singer. No fillers necessary. I mean, I still got wrinkles, you know, but I'm not keeping track or anything. Do you feel like you're in your full masculine energy? I think if any man states out loud that he feels like he's in his full masculine energy, he is not in his full masculine energy, sis. Okay? That would be the most feminine bullshit to say as a man. Oh, I'm in my masculine energy. Like, what the fuck? If any man says that out loud, they're not it. And he's not straight. Yeah, exactly. If any man is saying, oh man, I'm in my full masculine energy, not only is he not masculine, but he's probably not straight. No judgment. There's nothing wrong with that. Just saying, I don't think that question is as worded in the way that you're expecting the answer to be. I got your back. Happy Saturday, guys. It's a date night. How are you guys faring on that front? You guys have dates tonight? All the women have DMs. Hey, what's up? What are you doing tonight? All the men are like, no. Love the sunglasses, Tom Ford. Yes, actually, good eye. Good eye, eagle eye. I'm washing my hair. I gotta affirm. Long distance? LOL. Anyone want to touch on that subject? Here's the thing. Long distance needs to be a finite amount of time. Like, okay, you guys dated, you're dating, married, whatever. And he's got to go off for work or something for 3 months. Okay, whatever. That's fine. But it's like, if it's that's okay. But if he's like going off to college, or you're going off to college, and you guys are just going to now become long distance for some indeterminate amount of time, and it's just going to be like kind of like that until we can work things out, y'all are both lying to yourself, and you're both going to be cheating on each other in no time. And why go through all that rigmarole? You know, just be honest. Like, it just won't work. It just fucking won't. And anybody that thinks it will is naive, or there are the exceptions to the rule. It's not, and I don't like to place that bet. Personally, I think if you're going to get in a long distance relationship, you need to accept the facts that there will be other people in and around that. Okay? The cougar's on the prowl in this comment section. Are you a cougar? Zodiac sign? Zodiac signs are dumb. I'm planning on soaking in the bath and letting the kids tear my husband apart downstairs. Fair enough. Do you have a girlfriend? Are you hitting on me, Jade? Because it's working. Looking for somebody with money this good Saturday. Are you? How's that going for you? Not well, because you're here all my life. So you need to be on the prowl. Not out here just paying girls. Yes, I have a girlfriend. Nice. JK. No, just curious. Yeah, right. Let's see here. What's up? What's up, Fierce? Hey, handsome. Hello. Hang on. So I'm also checking Instagram too, back and forth. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's date night. Saturday night. Saturday night vibes. Saturday night date night. Yeah, like Saturdays in LA are weird. People that go out on Saturdays, like out to like clubs and stuff, are kind of losers. Saturdays are like, you need to have a hot date. The thing about LA that's really, really weird is like the hot nights to go out are like the weekdays, you know, like a Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are the nights to go out. Saturday, if you're going out on a Saturday, it's like, that's like so fucking desperate. So instead, you want to have like a date lined up so that you can still go out, you can still, go out and have dinner and do whatever, But it's different. Hits different. It's date night. Greetings from Chile. Hello. Do you think you're better than everyone in that dating world? No. Who suggested that? Do you have a hot date tonight? I do all right, Maria. I do all right. Thanks for asking. I'm too lazy to go out. I'd rather cook at home. Yeah, that's fine, Ashley. But the thing is, if you're gonna, as a woman, if you want to get back into the dating world, you need to put yourself out there. You're not Rapunzel. You can't. Prince Charming isn't just gonna like gallop to your tower and he's gonna let your hair down and he's just gonna climb on up and set up shop. It's not like that, okay? Or whisk you away, either one. Hopefully he's not setting up shop. Ugh. But whisk you away to his castle or whatever. It's not gonna happen for you. So instead, Ashley, you need to put yourself out there. If you're working during the week or whatever, you need to get out. You need to get out there. You need to meet potential suitors while you're still young, while you still got it. Otherwise, you're just gonna wither away. Who the fuck wants that? LA life ain't for me, I don't think. If I was a cougar, I would be arrested. Oh, goodness. You're so interesting. Thank you, Girthquake09. Perfect name. Great. I used to always see Leonardo DiCaprio party at the club every Wednesday, and he was so nice. Yeah, word at what? Warwick? What's up, KB? I'm withering. But juice still fresh. There you go. What's arrogant about what I said? I rest at home for an old guy to love me who is not a player. Okay, yeah, but where are you going to find that? How do I know if my hookup wants more? He's giving off that vibe. What vibe? Here's the thing about men. Men are kind of simple. If he hasn't told you by now that he wants more, then he doesn't. And you're just like an option. It's tough, but true. And you allow people to treat you how they're going to treat you. So you have a choice to make, don't you? So good luck with that. Wow, you look so familiar. Do you think? Mansplaining. Well, I'm a man and I am explaining, I guess. Tiring the players hurt us. If a guy wants you to know, trust me, he won't give it up. He won't give up easy. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Men are easy to read. Though ladies, you should know his intentions. Exactly. Facts. Exactly. Hey, Love D. Love your lives. Thank you. What up, homie? What up? What up? What's up, homie? Hello, everyone. I'm 40, so I could be a cougar. Yeah, I think that makes you one by definition, right? True. What do men think about women who don't want kids? Well, if the man doesn't want kids, seems fine. Seems like all is right in the world, your world. Just watch the red flags from the beginning. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure why my sister wanted me to see what my sister wanted me to see here. What do you mean, Lolita? Is your sister trying to set us up or what? What qualities do you look for in a woman? Well, I just kind of answered this one, but I'll answer it again since we got probably a whole new audience by now. For me, the first thing is her appearance. Like, she needs to be strikingly beautiful, like straight up very pretty. Then the next thing is you need intelligence. Because here's the thing, I've dated a lot of girls that are very pretty, but just have nothing there. You know, just vacuous. You know, just fucking nothing there. And so it makes it hard because I'm doing shit. So like I want to be able to bounce ideas off of them, and then they give me like some new perspective that I hadn't thought of. And the ones that don't have it all going on, if they're not with it, it's very hard. And I probably end up staying with those kinds of girls far too long, to be honest. However, long term, it's not good because then it's just I'm the carry. I need like a partner. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can give me a new perspective I haven't thought of yet. And I tend to be more analytical in nature. I have a degree in physics and mathematics. I was an engineer for a very long time. Now I own 5 businesses. They kind of run themselves, but I'm solving top-level problems all the time. And so because of that, it's just a situation where things come up that I often, in the way of just solving the problem, sometimes I forget about the EQ things or the things that, you know, are kind of more important. And the smart women, especially with high EQ, can help me see things that I didn't quite see before. So I need intelligence too. Does that make sense? So very pretty, that's important. And you want to be attracted to the people you're with, you know, the partner you're with, whatever. But then after that, also intelligence. So big time, 2 kind of major things. Sorry, just catching up. Should women offer to pay on dates? I think that if a man is inviting a woman out to a date, then just be a man. Just pay that shit. What, you don't provide? What that signals, here's the thing. If you're like the kind of guy that's like, oh, you're a feminist, you want to split the bill? Or like, oh, you should pay this time, I'll get the next one, is some sort of red pill fucking game thing that they play. I think that you might think that you're gaming the system. But what and that you're so fucking clever. But what it really just signifies is that you're unwilling or incapable of providing for your people, paying for the people around you, and like just taking care of what needs to be taken care of. And why would you want to exemplify that on a first date? Just pay for the date. Be a man. Pay for the date. Don't squabble over the bill. And here's the deal. If the bill is a meaningful impact to you, then you shouldn't be dating anyways. You got priorities to get in order. All right? So focus on yourself first, kings, and once you can afford it, then pay for the date. How about that? If you want money from a woman, you're doing it wrong. Straight up. Fuck that. And that's coming from a guy who was raised by a single mother. I was raised by a woman who had 2 kids and she had no education, had to figure it out by herself. And I'm telling you, and she took care of me as a kid, and now I'm taking care of her. My mama doesn't work. I retired her. So like, my job as a man is clear as fuck to me. It's clear as crystal. All right? So if you're coming into the first date and be like, oh, you want to split this? Oh, I had a tight week this week. You shouldn't be dating. First, just get priorities. Focus on yourself first. Once you're up, then pay for dates. Who cares? Sorry, the wind is kicking up, huh? I'll lose my hat. Where are you? I'm in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles. It's never really this windy. Well, lately it kind of has been. It's cold today. For LA, it's cold. The background is beautiful. Thank you. Guy living with his mom at 34. Look, here's the thing, guys. People. Sometimes people, men or women, fall down in life. There is always a storm coming. And sometimes people can be up. They could have spent their entire 20s up and on top of the world and killing the game. One bad deal, one economic downturn, one job layoff away from being rock bottom. Literally. And most people walk that tightrope their whole life. And they balance it. They do the best they can to maintain what they got or whatever. But sometimes life sort of thrusts itself upon you. Tragedy will befall you, for better or for worse. And sometimes you need help. Okay? And if that means you go home and live with your mama for a couple of months or whatever till you get sorted, so be it. But you shouldn't be dating, really. You should be getting back on track. But that being said, if a man's living with his mama for the last 14 years, okay, big time problem. That bodes to his character. That means he's unwilling or unmotivated to get up off his ass and provide for himself and more importantly, the people around him. And that shows a lack of personal responsibility, and it will be a huge detriment in any long-term relationship that he or she has with you. I mean, he has with you, not he or she. He has with you. So if a man's living with his mama because of a small thing that happened to his life that caused a big impact or whatever for a short term, fine. But if a man's living with his mama for a decade, not fine. You understand the difference? Hey, from prison, what's up? Hey. He's been living with her for her whole life. Unless he's taking care of her because she's deathly ill, then red flag. Good morning. Morning. Blonde brother, some facts. Fair enough. A 53-year-old man living with his mama? Why isn't he out on his own feet? You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, ladies? You're dating a 53-year-old man who's not providing care, but just still living at home with his mama. That's a problem. That's an issue. That's a deep-seated issue. And by the way, 53, he's done. Like he's set. He's so set with his life. That is, what are you going to do? Change him? He's 53, living with his mama for fun or for habit or whatever. Who cares what for? Because she makes good meatloaf? He's 53? Okay, so let me just ask you right back. What do you think of a man who's 53 and still living at home with his mama? You think that that's a good sign? You think that's not a red flag? Do you think that that's the green light means go? You should just all in with this guy? Why don't you just ask yourself that question first? You don't even have to ask me that one. That one seems obvious. That meatloaf can have a hold on you. Should guys be okay dating a girl that has significantly less money with them? I think most guys are okay with dating a girl. Here's the thing, ladies. Guys will marry the waitress. They don't give a fuck about how much money you make. Men that are really about it, don't give a shit about how much money you make. In fact, it's probably a detriment that you make more. You see, and if you make money, good for you, honey. Do you, boo-boo. Live your life. But if a man is like, oh, I need to know how much money you're going to contribute to the household, wrong, incorrect, bad, fuck that. That bodes to a future that you're not going to want. You're going to have financial troubles. And here's the other thing. Let me just say this. Imagine you're making more money than him. All right? Let's just say he's making 50, but he's a good guy, and you're making 150 as a woman. Okay? And then one day he goes, all right, honey, I'm going out with the boys weekend. We're taking a fishing trip. I got all my new fishing gear, and we're going to go out fishing. We'll see you next week. And you're going to go, wait a second. Who paid for those fishing poles, me or you? Whose money are you spending, really? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's wrong. You get what I mean? The man should provide all of it for himself, provide for his entire fucking family, and then if the women can have some of their own or whatever, great. Like at their own income, fuck, that's awesome. Good for her. Go spend it. I don't think men give a shit about how much women make. It's just, are you pretty and loving and caring and agreeable and all and supportive and all that stuff. That's far more important than how much money you make. And if they're stressed about how much money you make, you got the wrong guy, sis. Trust me. Do they care? Do they care? Do men care if you work more than 30 hours a week? That's the same thing. Let me tell you, guys that are busy, I'm a busy guy. Guys that are very busy. The last thing I want is a woman who's just been working her ass off. You know, if she's building her thing, passion project or career move or otherwise, whatever, great. I was raised by a single mother. So I get women being busy. Okay, my mother had to provide for 2 kids. She had to do it on her own. No education, and she did. We didn't starve. We survived. Okay, so I get it, but I would say that first of all, men don't care. Men that are about it don't care about how much money you make, and then second of all, why would they want you if they're making all the money? Why would they want their wife to be just out busy all day, all night, and then come home tired and be exhausted? You see, like, you want a wife that just comes home and just falls asleep, or do you want her to kind of take care a little bit? And I don't mean necessarily like cooking and cleaning, because you can just hire a housekeeper for that shit. I have a staff of 5. They fucking do it all. Okay, so I don't even need a woman to clean or cook. I just need somebody to lick my wounds at night and not fucking have to and bring me peace and serenity, balance me out a bit, offer a different perspective so I can get back out there and go back to battle. I don't need a woman to work all this time so that she's like, I don't know, contributing financially to the household. She's gone all the time. I don't need that. I need a woman who's like available and well rested and manicured or whatever the fuck that means. Does that make sense? And I think that most men that are about it think similarly. What are you looking for? I can be that. Bad kitties. Are you hitting on me? Not a ton of guys think like you. I think you would be surprised. Again, guys that are about it, though. Like, I don't need a woman's money fucking ever. Ever. I needed my mama's money when I was a child. And that was the last time. Now I pay for my mama. My mama doesn't work at all. And so I just think that if you really have your priorities straight as a man, if the woman wants to work, fine. That's no problem. But you, as a man that's about it, doesn't need his woman to work to survive. Does that make sense? I'm right here. You're looking at me right now. Okay. PSY. Damn, I can be your mama too. That's funny. So I have to stop working 8 hours a week to get a man, right? So I have to stop working 80 hours a week to get a man. Well, if you're working 80 hours a week, sis, do you have time to even meet a man, let alone leave your house? You're working 80 hours a week. That's a lot of fucking time. That's 7 days a week. When do you have the time to meet a man? So if to answer your question, should you have to work less than 80 hours a week to meet a man? The answer is fucking yes. When can you go on a date you're working 80 hours a week? Obviously, you need to work less so you can have more time having some semblance of a social life, and then, yes, you might meet a man. If you're working 80 hours a week, you have 0 time to meet a man. I hope that answers your question, but that should have been obvious. I can be your mom and wife at the same time. Is that true, Miss Cougars? Wow, nice weather. Did mom go back to school to live in BH? My mother doesn't live in BH. My mother lives in South Carolina. I live in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills. You're nice. Depends on the situation. If men need help or financially women can help. Yes. Okay, hang on. That again, what did I just say? It's not that men don't need help from time to time. Tragedy will befall us all at some point or another. Sometimes you do stumble and you do fall, but you get back up. And some men never get back up. Some men don't get up in the first place, you see. And then that creates a situation where they're just relying on their woman to provide for them financially, contribute to the household in a way that's more meaningful than what they should be bringing. And my personal opinion, and this is just me, because I was raised by a single mother, my personal opinion is that the man should be able to provide adequately, meaning he can provide enough to financially support himself and the people around him, particularly his family. Okay? You should, as a man, be able to provide so much value to your household that you're eating good, your wife's eating good, your kid's eating good, whatever. Your mama's eating good if you're taking care of her, whatever. Okay? And if you're not at least doing that, you should do something else or work harder or build more, whatever. You shouldn't just get to where you can make just as much so you cover half the expenses, and then if you count on it, you can get your wife to get the other half, and then y'all can combine together. Now you guys can eat good. No, wrong, incorrect. If your wife chooses to have a job or have to make something of herself outside of the household, fine. More power to her, really. I genuinely think she should do that if she wants to. However, my point as a man is you shouldn't need it. That's it. And if you do need it, prioritize your life better. I'm 62. We're all the good men like you. Well, a little bit out of my age range, but I don't know. I know young guys. Nice shades. Thank you. If his first question is where do you work, that could just be more of a breaking the ice thing. I don't know if he's like sizing you up financially. If he is, don't go to the second date. I'm 26 when we're grabbing tacos. Well, James, probably not, ever. Sound like a man. Age range for dating for you? I like 20s, typically. What's up, Instagram? I love this relaxed look, Mr. Hartley. Thank you. I went to the gym today. Now it's like cold, a little bit cold, so I'm wearing like a light sports jacket. I agree to you, but as a solo parent, I do both. Yeah, I was raised by a solo parent. My mother was a single mom. She raised 2 kids by herself. That's a lot of pressure on a man. That's why the suicide rate is so high. No, it isn't. That is not why. Nice try, though. When are you getting married? Where did you get your watch? This watch? This is Vacheron Constantin. I don't know if you guys know anything about watches. Vacheron's the answer. You were so hot. Thank you. I love men that are older, but look like they're 20. There you go. How did you mow? What? You like 20s? Yes. Bring it up to 30. Nice Tom Ford shades. Yeah, good eye. Good eye, eagle eye. How did your mom handle being on her own with 2 boys? My mother started a business for herself. She was one of the ones that would sell. My mother was very pretty, and she started a business selling cell phones to people when cell phones came out. So there's an evolution to that, of course, like the Motorola flip phones and all that stuff. So there's a time where not everybody had cell phones already, yeah? So what she did was she was just the pretty girl that everybody wanted to come see, and she created a business out of that, little franchise of these like cell phone stores called In Touch Communications in this small little town. But corner of the market, you rule the world. So she literally was the only one. And they all just, the whole cities, multiple cities around just came to this one place. So she did okay for herself, and she did that uneducated and by herself. So she, I grew up with that. But we came from a poor background. Her mama was poor. When I was young, I stayed with my mother in her mother's trailer, in the backyard of her mother's like small house, single family house. So literally, like, we grew up poor for real. And so my mother had to figure it out and make something for herself so that we could live and eat, live on our own, which didn't last very long, to be honest. And then now that I'm an adult and I'm capable, able-bodied, I pay for my mother completely. She doesn't have to work at all. She's married, but she'll never have to work again a day in her life. But I think that's fair. That's what the boys should do. Grow up, make something of yourself, and then support your mama who supported you. Good evening. Hello, everyone. What do you think about women who post risque public pictures? Do you, boo-boo? Every model posts risque public pictures. Of course they do. That's just the game. That's marketing. It's good marketing. It's how you get gigs. It's how you get, social prospects. It's how you get romantic partners. I mean, it's just putting yourself out there. You should put yourself out there as a woman, especially if you're single, especially if you want to work, like looking for work. You should put yourself out there. And oftentimes, particularly as a model, you're selling bathing suits, you're selling whatever. So you should post risque photos, And no matter what you do, it's all good. Get your bag, sis. I'm all about it. I'm raising 2 boys on my own. I hope I can raise them as well as your mom did. Oh, I think she would be very happy to hear you say that, stranger. Yeah, but so, just her taking care of me. When I was young, my mother taking care of me and providing for me is the reason why I feel obligated not only to take care of my mother, but in general, the people around me. Because without sort of that lesson, because I retired my mother, I also take care of the people in my close vicinity. So I wouldn't say handouts. It's not like that, because I feel like that hurts people. But when people need it, I fucking just take care of it. Whatever it is, just here, you have it. Because I have extra, and I've made myself into something, and because of that, I enable it. What my mother taught me was to help the people that need them the most. My mother helped me out, and so now I help her out, and then also my family and also my close people. And so I just feel as if I take that as a personal responsibility, because I feel like that's genuinely the man's job. So if a man is asking his woman to contribute 50% to the household, paying for dates, doing all this shit, I just think that the man's priorities are wrong. I don't think that he should at all count on his woman's income. I think that if she has an income, again, raised by a single mother that had to provide for us, if she has an income, that's great. But I don't think the man should need an income from his woman. And if he needs an income from his woman, then it's not, his priorities are wrong. He needs to work harder before he starts dating, in my opinion. That being said, again, I'm speaking to you guys on TikTok here. What I'm specifically saying is that if you're going to date a man, just date a man who's already kind of put in the hard work to take on that responsibility first, so that he doesn't become prone to becoming lazy and then counting on your income to live good and eat good. That's not enough. I think that they need to go past that, provide for himself, his wife, his kids, the whole household. And first, if he can do all that, then he's solid. He's learned all the lessons. He's developed himself enough to do what needs to be done to do right by his family and people around him. That's just an important, good quality of a man. And if he has that in place, great. Have fun, sis. Great. Sail off into the sunset together. Good. But if he hasn't figured that out quite yet, maybe keep your options open for now. Very nice. True. Amen. Sending this video to my 3 daughters. Uh-oh. Thanks for this reminder. I need to search the world. Okay. All right. Fine. I like your positive vibes. Thank you. It's like one of 5 on Instagram. I think love hurts. I prefer solitude. Yeah, well, wait till you get the bill for solitude, sis, because that hurts too. Hurts worse in the long run. Companionship will help you weather the storms that are coming into your life. Okay, listen, guys, that is my time. It's been over an hour. Thanks for joining me. Everybody on TikTok, add me on Instagram. All my lives are there. I post photos from my real actual life there. All my stories are real actual life stories. If you're interested, I will add. I'm private, but I will add everybody from this live. If you go add me on TikTok, from TikTok over to Instagram right now, I'll just accept you. So just go click my profile, go to my Instagram, request. I'll accept everybody that's from the live. I'm gonna close it down now, so go do it now. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks everybody for joining me. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.